What is going on, my Mugiwaras? Now, before I start, you guys know that I've usually stuck to at least 5 things I would change about the series, and this series I can only think of 3. Let me explain, because I just caught up with One Piece like not even 3 or 4 months ago, and I marathoned the entire thing in literally a month, like less than 30 days, I believe. So I don't have the issues that some of you longer term fans have, because like I didn't have to wait week after week and sit through some drawn out episodes. I didn't have to suffer through filler or anything like that. So like the problems you guys may have with One Piece, the anime anyway, I don't have that, because like when I came in and when I caught up, there was no filler going on. We were in the middle of an arc. I mean, we still are in the middle of that same arc. So with that being said, I don't have nearly as many complaints as a lot of people do, and and stuff that I hear, but this is my list and my opinion, so I'm not going to put anybody else's, you know, complaints on this. And I can only think of 3 without being too nitpicky. Even the 3 that I could think of are kind of nitpicky. Like, I definitely cannot think of 5. But with all that being said, please understand that I'm not trying to be a One Piece fanboy or anything. I just literally cannot think of 5 things I would change, because like I said, I'm a new fan and I didn't have to suffer through some of the things you guys had to suffer through. But anyway, number 3, One Piece ending songs. Now, we all know that One Piece, somewhere along the line, they sacrificed the ending or outro song, whatever you want to call it, for a longer opening. Now, don't get me wrong, the longer openings are epic. Who wouldn't love their favorite anime to have an extended opening? And with this, it has provided us some of the most phenomenal openings in One Piece. But I kind of missed the variety, man. Like, I remember back when the Going Merry was about to die or get burned or whatever, I remember there was like a dope ass opening and then a sad ass ending, and I really missed that. Like, the dope opening got me hyped up for the upcoming episode, and then once I remember what's going on with Mary and the Usopp versus Luffy fight, I think it was around there somewhere, that ending just gave me the feels, and I missed that. And not necessarily just sad endings, but just One Piece endings in general. Like, I really missed the 1 minute 30-second opening and 1 minute 30-second ending. It actually seems like it makes the episode extend a little bit longer with the opening being extended, because there is nothing to break up the end of the episode in the preview, but it's still exactly the same length as if it would be if it had an opening and an ending. So like I said, it's just nitpicking, but I really do miss One Piece endings along with the opening. And also, 9 times out of 10, endings in anime switch before the openings do, so we could have had some epic ass One Piece endings instead of waiting for who knows how long for these openings to change, because One Piece openings seem to last a long time nowadays. Number 2, the amount of crying. I mean, Oda sure loves his snot-filled moments. It wouldn't be so bad, I think, that if every time someone cried, snot didn't just like gush out of their noses. I'm like, ugh. Like, especially in the manga right now, with the Dressrosa arc, like the final chapters of that arc, there was a lot of crying. I mean, oh my god, it just seems like there's crying everywhere. There's crying when something sad happens, that's cool, but there's crying when some jokes happen. There's crying when someone's angry. I mean, it's just so much. Like, I really want someone to make a compilation of people crying in this series. Like, how many times someone has cried in One Piece, and how many times each of those crying sessions included just streaming snot. Like the snot comes out sometimes when they're not even crying. I'm like, damn, does Oda have a snot fetish? What's going on with that? Now, I do understand that One Piece's art style is kind of abstract, with like the big mouths and the blocky teeth. You know, I love the animation now. I hated it at first. That's what kind of led me away from catching up on this series when I was younger, but I love it now. But like I said, I kind of understand the abstract kind of feel, and I also understand when people cry, their nose starts to run, but not like this. Not like this, man. It literally seems like tears are coming out of their noses. I'm like, dog, This shit is gross, man. And then some characters are designed to have snot coming out, like Treble, and a character that I won't spoil in the manga, you know, somebody's son. You guys know who I'm talking about. And there have been many characters that just have snot coming out their noses for no reason. I'm like, why? But before I get to number one, I have a honorable mention, I guess you could call it. But like I said, I could not think of, you know, 5 things that aren't really nitpicky about this series, simply because I am a new fan. And like I said before, I have not suffered through the things that you guys have suffered through. But without a doubt, the Dressrosa arc seems to be dragging on. It seems the episodes seem to take a long time to get through some chapters. Like, it seems like we're getting 1, sometimes 2 chapter an episode. It's been doing a bit better lately, but it just makes me not even want to review the anime sometimes. But number 1, the most annoying thing to me, without a doubt, in One Piece is Usopp's development. Now, don't get me wrong, he's an awesome character. I love that he is a Mugiwara pirate, but it's just that his thing about joining the crew was, he said he wants to become a brave warrior of the sea. He's had so much development, like he's overcame some things, he's sucked it up, and then he's become brave at some moments. But then, like after that arc or after that situation is done, he goes back to being a coward again. And I think that if everyone is developing, getting closer and closer to their dream, like especially in the manga, we see Luffy, he's a badass, Zoro's gotten tons of development, Sanji, even Nami, Robin, everybody else, but Usopp, he does something epic, but then he goes right back. So at this pace, I think this show may end without him being a brave warrior of the sea. I really don't want that to happen, because I really want Usopp to stop being such a puss. I mean, I understand his character is designed to be the most realistic character out of the Mugiwaras, because a lot of us would be like Usopp, say, you know what, no, fuck no, I'm not finna go in there, I'm not finna do that, etc., etc. Like, he really is the most relatable, in my opinion. That's how I think he was designed on purpose. But just the fact that after all these episodes and chapters, he claims he wants to be a brave warrior of the sea, and he's not closer at all. Like I said, he's done some epic things, he's shown us some bravery, but he always reverts back to the same Usopp that we picked up off that island. Not saying that he hasn't gotten stronger or he hasn't learned some things. No, I'm just talking about his cowardice. It's the same, man. I don't care what anyone says. It's the exact same. And before you say, well, Usopp has sucked it up and done this and done that, he has sucked it up. Like in the first arc he was shown in, he swallowed his fear and did some epic things then. It has not changed. Like, Usopp's character has gotten development, but it's been taken back. He's like the Sakura of One Piece. I hate to say that, but in terms of development anyway, he's like her, how she gets these power-ups, and then she's just rendered useless again, like right then and there, because Naruto and Sasuke have the one-up. Like, he's the Sakura, man. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I would love to hear some things you guys would change about One Piece. Tell me down below, because like I said, I couldn't think of that many. Being a new fan, I honestly don't see that many problems with the series. And the ones I did pick are kind of nitpicky, and even like the anime taking too long in the Dressrosa arc. I mean, the manga didn't have that problem. Sure, the Dressrosa arc is long as fuck, but we did not have this problem. So even if you don't dig the anime, you more than likely dig the manga, or vice versa. So there was nothing that I can really complain about that's in both, if that makes any sense. But tell me what you guys think. What are some things you would change about One Piece? What should I talk about next? This has been jbDAuchiha. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out.